Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So it is the end of the year and it is time to sort of wrap it up and talk about, best of the best of this year. I'm going to do 2 videos on this topic, similarly to how I've done it in the past few years. First, the one that I'm doing today is going to be a video about my absolute best blind buys of this year. And the second video, which will come out in a few days, will be about best discoveries of this year. So I hope that you watch and enjoy both of these videos. Now, before I start, yes, the raspy voice is still here. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't bother you too much, but for now, I am stuck with this voice. All right, so best blind buys of this year. And I want to start with this one, which is really one of the best. And that is Dolce Diablo from Narcotica. I just shared this one with you in a haul, but I have had this one for a long time, actually, because I purchased it somewhere around May or June. I did get a partial bottle and I'm thrilled that I found it because, it is quite expensive, but the scent is stunning, really, really stunning. This is one of my best blind buys. Before I got it, I watched a few reviews and some people have mentioned that this is kind of a very different type of gourmand, sort of not similar to anything else. And I have to agree. To me, this gourmand is quite unique. Now, there are a lot of notes in this fragrance. The notes that stand out to me the most are definitely apricots. I get a lot of sweet, delicious apricots. And it's kind of a mix for me between like fresh apricots and dried apricots. There's also booziness in here, very pronounced. I think there might be a few boozy notes. There's rum in here, maybe brandy as well or something else. I don't know. But the fragrance is definitely quite boozy. I think there's also either chocolate or cacao or something like that in here. Perhaps some other fruits, probably vanilla, maybe caramel. I don't know. I don't remember all the notes. Doesn't matter. The fragrance is absolutely delicious. This mix of, apricots with a bit of chocolate and some booziness. Ooh, it creates an amazing combination. This is so delicious, scrumptious, just intoxicating scent. Very, very beautiful. So this is definitely one of my best blind buys this year. Next one. And here I actually don't have a full bottle and I typically don't include travel sprays, but I love this one so much. And I will purchase a full bottle once I go through this travel spray that I just had to include it. And this is from Scents of Wood and it is Praline in Maple. I can't remember when I got this one. It was either at the very end of last year or the very beginning of this year, but really mostly I used it this year. That's why I thought I could still include it in this video. Now, this one is also very delicious and also very smoky. There are chestnuts in here. There are a lot of different woody notes. I think some balsamic notes. There's patchouli in here. I don't know what else. To me, this is a beautiful combination of 2 fragrances. If I could compare it to something. If I combine, one of my all-time favorite gourmands, Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene, with By the Fireplace from Replica, I feel like I get something very similar to this. It has that kind of caramelly, rich sweetness that Unknown Pleasures has. And it definitely has the type of smokiness that By the Fireplace has. So to me, it's a combination of these 2 scents that creates something quite magical and quite beautiful. So Praline in Maple is my second best. Well, I shouldn't say second best because I'm not really ranking these, but one of my top blind buys this year. If you watched me for a while, I think you will know that this one had to be on this list because I've raved about this fragrance quite a bit. This is Crush on Me from Unique Luxury. I know this is not for everyone. This is not everyone's cup of tea. And this was a blind buy for me. I just sort of decided to risk it and get it. And I am so thrilled. I love this fragrance. I love how it smells and I absolutely love how it performs. This is a beastly scent. The longevity, the projection, the sillage, everything is absolutely top notch. And most importantly, the scent is top notch. To me, this is an incredible combination of patchouli and caramel. I know there are some other notes in here, which I don't remember, doesn't matter. To me, it really smells like patchouli and caramel. And it's unlike any other patchouli and caramel combination because I think this type of combination comes up quite often in other fragrances, you know? I've smelled a few with this combination, but there's something very different about this one, either the way it is blended or maybe the addition of some other notes. I don't know, but this caramel and patchouli combination is quite special and I absolutely love it. I always get compliments on this fragrance as well from my family and from when I wear it outside, from, you know, strangers outside as well. This is stunning. Crush on Me from Unique Luxury. Now, the next one was probably one of the riskiest blind buys for me. And it was one of the biggest surprises for me as well. This is Mercurio Cashmere from Electimus. Now, why was this risky? Well, because it has a note of tuberose, which I don't get along with typically. But because, you know, the way that this fragrance has been described and because of the addition of some other notes in here, I thought, okay, I have nowhere to test it. I really want to try it, so I'm going to risk it. And I'm really glad that I did because it worked out beautifully for me. Now, tuberose. Well, yes, it is here. Tuberose is here and it is prominent and it is evident and I can smell it. But somehow it doesn't bother me in here. It works. It's very fluffy and a little bit sweet and gentle type of tuberose. There are also some sweet notes in here. I think there is caramel and vanilla and maybe tonka beans as well. There is cashmere, there are some woody notes, there are some floral, some citruses, whatever. A lot of notes. But I think it's this beautiful combination of this fluffy, gentle tuberose together with these sweet notes that just creates a beautiful floral gourmand. That's how I would describe it. So despite tuberose being here and despite tuberose being pretty prominent to my nose, I still love this one. Next fragrance on this list comes from the house S. Is it S or SE? No, S strikes the notes, I think. And it is Priscilla. So I wanted to explore this house for a while. And, you know, after some extensive research, I decided to purchase a full bottle of this one. And then I got samples of, I think, majority of their other fragrances. And there were quite a few that I liked, but I was really happy that I decided to go with a full bottle of this one because I have to say that out of all of them that I tried, this one was definitely my favorite. And did I say the name? This is called Priscilla. Now, this is fruity floral, I would say. There are a lot of florals in here, including rose. And I think rose is the most prominent floral. There are some red berries, pineapple. There are some spices in here. I think there is sandalwood, maybe some vanilla as well, because it does have some sweetness. And it is just a beautiful combination of florals. Yes, rose is the most prominent one, but I do get sort of in the background the other florals. I definitely get red berries in here. That's another note that's very prominent. So it is a bit fruity and a bit sweet. It is smooth. It is creamy. It's even just very lightly bubbly. It's just very feminine fragrance, beautiful for warm weather. And I don't know if it's it might be hard to see, but I've used up, you know, quite a bit of this one. I really enjoyed it this summer. So again, this is Priscilla from S Strikes the Notes. Now, next one is Panettone from Milano Fragranze. I've talked about this one in a few videos recently, so I won't spend too much time on this one. But this is another beautiful gourmand scent. It has some sweet notes. It has immortelle. It has rum. There is bitter orange. I think there are some spices. I don't know what else is in here, but it definitely smells like this soft, sweet bread with some raisins in it, or maybe some dried fruits in it. It has a slight boozy touch. For me, it's not very boozy, but there is a little bit of that, like it's been, I don't know, drizzled maybe with a little bit of rum or something like that. But it's gourmand, it's delicious, it's kind of bready with this, you know, dried fruits added in. It's beautiful. Like I said, I've talked about this one in a few videos, so I'm not spending any more time on this one, but I definitely consider this one as one of my best blind buys this year. Next best blind buy comes from the House of Gritty, and the fragrance is Chantilly. I mean, very unusual and beautiful bottle and beautiful scent as well. This one is very happy, very girly, very summery, juicy, also delicious type of scent. This one has a lot of fruits in it. I think there is melon in here. There is strawberry. Strawberry is definitely the overpowering fruit in here, the one that I get the most. There are some citruses in here. There are powdery notes, vanilla probably as well. Who knows what else? And to me, this is this beautiful, juicy, delicious, sweet strawberry that's sprinkled with some powdered sugar. That's the kind of the picture that I get when I smell this fragrance. It is fruity, it is sweet, and it is definitely a little bit powdery. Strawberry is really nice in here. You know, in my experience, strawberries often come off a bit, you know, a bit chemical, a bit synthetic. I don't think it's the case in this one. Strawberry smells pretty naturalistic and beautiful and delicious. And yeah, this is one of my best blind buys. Okay, I can't believe I'm including next one in this list because, you know, honestly, when this fragrance first came out, I just kind of a little bit laughed at it, to be honest. I think mostly because of the way that the bottle looks, and I really didn't pay attention to it. And when the fragrance started getting a little bit more hype here on YouTube, I decided, yeah, I want it. And I couldn't find it for a while. Then I found it, and you know what? I love it. I love it. It's simple, but it just works. Now, I am talking about Pineapple from Dolce & Gabbana. Yes. When this collection first came out, I thought, okay, this is silly. These bottles are silly. You know, they also have, I think, orange and lemon that also come with these slightly obnoxious cups. I don't know. I couldn't get the bottles, but you know, this works. This thing altogether works. I haven't tried the other two. I don't know how they smell, but Pineapple is beautiful. There's just something about it that's so simple and so juicy and so delicious and so uncomplicated, and just I find this fragrance very inviting and very sort of non-committing type of scent. I don't know if it makes sense, but you know, it's kind of easy to wear. It's a scent that is easy to wear. You don't, like, it's not a commitment, you know, it's just easy. You spray it on and you kind of always enjoy it. At least that's how it is for me. And that is why I decided to add it to this list. Okay, next one is a beautiful cherry scent. And that is Wrap Me in Dreams from HFC. I decided to include this cherry scent because it surprised me in a good way, and it is different from, like, very different from all the other cherry scents that sort of have been talked about in recent times. You know, this cherry is a lot more gentle. It is more powdery. It is kind of a little bit more understated, maybe not quite as sweet, not quite as dark. I don't know. It's just beautiful. So this is a slightly powdery, a little bit sweet, a little bit sour type of cherry. Perfect. I think this one is really perfect for daytime, maybe a little bit more than for the evening. So it's beautiful, it's interesting, and I think the bottle is quite gorgeous and unique as well. Okay, we're down to 2 more fragrances, and the next one on the list is probably one of the most unusual fragrances in my collection, and that is, let's see if I can pronounce it correctly, I would say Rivolite Imperial from Plume Impressions. Nobody is really talking about this scent or this house, very unknown, and I have not sampled anything else from this house, just this fragrance, but this one is so interesting and so beautiful. Now, some of the notes in here are mirabile, dried fruits, there is cinnamon, there is tobacco, tonka bean, there's vanilla, there is patchouli, could be something else, maybe some woody notes, maybe amber, I don't know. This one is beautiful. This is kind of also a combination of a few other notes. It has a little bit of rosé all day in it because of that kind of slight fruity sourness. In rosé all day, it's the apples that are sour. In here, I think it's the mirabile. What's the right way to pronounce it? Mirabile, I think. That's kind of what gives off that sourness to this fragrance. There is some like cinnamon type of spiciness in here, which reminds me a little bit of fragrances like Ojan from Parfums de Marly, or, you know, a few others that are similar to that. There is a little bit of tobacco in here, which is really nice as well. And all of these elements are really, like, in the way they're pronounced, like, I'm really getting all of these different elements. But on another hand, you know, they're all blended together really nicely. So nothing really overpowers the other notes. Like, they're all balanced out beautifully. This is definitely a unisex scent. It is a little bit boozy. So it's definitely getting a little bit of booziness from maybe something like Baronda, you know, but not quite as strong. Definitely booziness is kind of toned down compared to Baronda, but it does have a bit of that type of booziness. So really interesting scent, really beautiful, very much unisex. I would definitely recommend, like, sample this one if you see it anywhere. If you're interested in trying something kind of new, I would definitely recommend trying this one. And I left probably my best or my favorite blind buy of the year to the end. And that is Vanilla Love from Jimmy Choo. So unexpected. Never thought I was gonna love this scent so much, but I do. This one I actually got in a swap with someone. This was a obviously blind swap for me. I had no idea. I really didn't know anything about this scent, to be honest, except that it was a vanilla scent, and, you know, I love vanilla, and I thought, well, you know, you can't go wrong with vanilla. Boy, was I right in this one. Again, I've spoken about it quite a lot, you know, in the last few videos, so not going to spend too much time on it. This on Fragrantica shows just the note of vanilla, which I don't believe. I am sure there are other notes in here. To me, this is the most delicious, outstanding apricot jam, just sweet with just a little bit of sourness, which adds something special to it. Absolutely intoxicating, delicious, amazing. Another complimentary scent, I have to say. I've been wearing it a lot since I got it. I mean, really a lot. And, you know, I often get compliments. People ask me, what are you wearing? This smells so good. So yeah, this seems to be very mass appealing and complimentary scent. And I would say that this is probably my best or most favorite blind buy of this year. So there you go. These were my absolute top best blind buys of this year. Please share with me what have been your best blind buys in 2022. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to comment, subscribe, and like, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.